My name is Sandra, and today we'll be talking about how to put together an art portfolio. So basically, if you live in Trinidad and Tobago, you know it's tough to find resources on how to put together an art portfolio for if you're looking to go to university. And when I was making my portfolio, I didn't know one thing about what to do. What do I put in portfolio? What do I write? And with that whole experience of being confused of where to really go from there,
I thought that it would be really helpful to other kids who may be wanting to pursue visual arts at a university level and is looking for portfolio advice, because I know down here there isn't really much people showcasing their portfolios and the work that they have inside of them. And I know for me it was a bit of a tough time finding portfolios that I could reference and really use as a guide on how my portfolio should be formatted. And on UWI's website, their portfolio guide was very vague, so it didn't give me anything to go off of. All it said was to really show your commitment, abilities, and ideas. And for me, to be honest, I had no idea if any of my artwork was good enough to put in a portfolio. What are they asking for? What are the requirements? Those type of things. But when I felt courageous enough, I was like, okay, let's see the artwork that I do have. Let's put that in a portfolio and also create some more art on the side to try to fit that in there and showcase, my ideas. As for the acceptance itself, I ended up deferring it until the next school year.
and so I think I applied again, which I got accepted, and in the end I just didn't end up going due to personal reasons. But in this video, I'm just going to be showing all of my artwork, everything that I wrote, what I did, so that any younger artists can see and know what they're looking for, I guess. And I know a portion of me getting accepted was that interview, so take that into account, although I do think I didn't do too well at speaking in that interview. So here we go.
Okay, as you can see, I'm just doing a flip through of all these pages, and your first question may be, what do you write in your art portfolio? And for me, I went through a couple YouTube videos, got an idea based off of that, and I also used my knowledge from doing my CSEC visual arts portfolio. It's so important that you take process pictures of your artwork, all the steps it took for you to reach your final product. And it's also important to talk a little bit about the piece itself, talk about the significance of this piece, what it means to you. Talk about how you got the idea and the techniques you used in your artwork. I also learned that you need to have anatomy studies, and personally I don't have any anatomy studies just laying around, so I just drew in some hands there to just add that in to show that I know how to draw people, because I thought that was really important. If you need a guideline on what you really need to write, you can pause the video on each page and you can read through exactly what I have just to get an idea based off of my own writing, And if there's a format that you would really like to follow, here's exactly what I did. 1. Explain meaning of artwork. 2. Describe the process. 3. Talk about the techniques used, experimentation. And 4. Talk about what went wrong. I will link some videos in the description, but here are some screenshots that I took that really helped me to align my whole portfolio. I apologize for the audio differences, but from here on out, I will be showing you the rest of my artwork. At this point in time, these were some of my best pieces. This one, titled Masquerade, was a bit of a challenge for me, but painting the background was very fun. I enjoyed sketching the thumbnails for this one, titled Paranderos. I just thought it was so cute, and I really like the sketches, and I do still enjoy the final product. It wasn't too bad. I like the little detailing going on here, but I'd say my favorite spread throughout my whole portfolio, my favorite has to be the Transcendent spread. I thought that was the most beautiful spread that I've ever done, with butterflies and blues and pinks, and I just think that has to be my best spread in my entire book. This one that I'm showing has to be my least favorite, just because it doesn't look all that nice and it's very messy, and I had no idea what to do for this spread, so it's my least favorite. But the final product came out pretty nice. I didn't like the pictures that I took to print, and at this point in time the final product wasn't the final product, so I will pop in some images and some videos to show you what the real final product looks like. I'm so much more proud of this than those pictures that made it in the book. This one, titled The Neighborhood, has to be another one of my favorites just because it's so simple, and I like this drawing that I did. It reminds me of children's illustrations, and overall I like this spread. It's very simple, it's very clean, and it's good. I remember sketching this while I was sitting down on my back step, and I thought that was a really nice moment, and I just included this sketch because it was simple enough and it shows my ability to draw buildings and architecture, so I thought it would be nice to throw that in there. This piece is sentimental to me, and that's all I will say. I will let the art do the talking. I also think the layout is nice and simple as well, and this has to be one of my favorites. And for this piece titled The Northern Lights, I wanted to add something a bit different in here. This is a piece I did with pastels, chalk pastels, and I thought it would be nice to incorporate something with a different medium. As you've probably seen, I do a lot of painting and a lot of pencil drawing as well, so I really do enjoy this spread still. The layout is nice, I like the snowflakes, all the detailing that I did. And for this piece here called Macri Bay, I enjoyed doing this piece. It was nice. I think at this point is when I realized how much I enjoy doing sceneries and environmental type things. Painting the grass was a bit challenging, but it was a joy, and I love the layout of that whole spread as well. Escapism. This piece was difficult. I had a lot of trouble painting it. I didn't know how to paint. Like, as an artist, sometimes you have those moments where you just feel like you can't paint anymore. Well, for that piece, I felt like I couldn't paint, and for a long time I just kept going back to it all the time, until eventually I came to a place where I really love this painting. Until this day, Escapism has to be one of my favorite pieces that I've ever done. As for this piece, okay, this one was nice as well. I did this my CSEC examination. I do like the concept, but I think it's a bit boring with the one point perspective. If there's anything I could do differently, I would most definitely make it more interesting. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful to someone out there. And I hope you come along for the next YouTube video of mine. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you next time.